Welcome again to flameflash.net, the podcast. We are on episode 92, and the season's definitely starting to pick up quite a lot. Flameflash on Twitter, podcast at flameflash.net. Feel free to fling them in. And then we're over on iTunes, YouTube, flameflash.net, of course, along with, say, Raptr, raptr.com/flameflash. And that's where we'll start, as usual, with the Raptr report. This week, we tried out Foosball 2012, both on the Vita and the PS3. Same game. It's not too bad for a virtual foosball table. It's a virtual foosball table. That's it. If you like foosball, if you don't have a foosball table, this game is for you. Or if you got it free from PlayStation Plus. Haha! That's how I ended up with it. It's not bad. I'm not sure I'll keep it, but for now, there's room on the Vita memory card, so it stays on the Vita memory card. There's room on the PS3, so it stays on the PS3. We shall see if it continues that way. Super Mario 3D Land appears. I went through, got 3 star coins on one level, and that was that. Seriously, that was it. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. The PS3 version, I went and played the 2 new characters. Free DLC! Woo! And tried them out. Or at least the Gravity Rush gal. Very cool. I liked her. One to get used to, that's for sure. But she works. She works well. Cool animations. It was fun. I do have a beef with the DLC in that a trophy has been tied to downloading and buying the Heavenly Sword level for $2. Why do I have issue with that? Because once you start fragmenting your online market like this, online play is going to be harder and harder to find people to play with. What happens when you release another map? Or more characters that you pay for? It's going to start getting awkward. I'm not sure how Battlefield or Call of Duty or any of those shooters handles maps, but it looks like a danger to me. Unless you keep up with the Joneses and buy all of them, you're going to eventually be screwed out of being able to play online anymore. Or at least that's kind of my assessment of the situation. On the Vita, I am now 2-1? 3-1? I think 2-1. We'll launch it. But still participating in the IGN All-Stars League. I'm in Conference 10. I'm Flameflash. Hi, guys. And the Nathan Drake player that I ran into, I was insane. Absolutely insane. I'm not sure I talked about it or not last week, so I'll just give him a salute. So the Nathan Drake player who kicked my butt as Kratos, my hat would be off if I was wearing one. Quite impressive. Yeah. I'm 2-1. Not too bad. Especially if you're a dad who can't play the game a lot. League of Legends shows up. Really? League of Legends? I'm surprised. I'm impressed. I gave it another shot. sat back, played it more. Yet again, I am a utility character player. I'd rather be a healer. I'd rather be a tank. DPS can be fun sometimes, don't get me wrong. I love my warlock, but I haven't leveled my warlock yet. The characters that I'm leveling, or leveled to 90, my druid and my shaman. Oh look, tank and healer, healer and DPS. And that's how I dual spec it. I respect them. In League of Legends, won a game, lost a game. I appreciate that the currency system appears to let you both just play. So I am doing them free advertising right now, talking about it, and just playing and getting those renown points for each game I successfully make my all the way through. Cool. Sounds good. Or you can pay real money. Oh, my apologies. You can pay real money and get the stuff too. Skins, characters. The free-to-play is interesting because I think after a little while the current free-to-play characters are going to be cycled out and new ones are going to be cycled in. So if you want to pay, you can then lock in those characters that you really, really like and just keep them. Not a bad model, actually, because that means they're constantly demoing new characters and tempting you to go ahead and just buy to keep permanently one of those characters. Not bad at all. Last but not least, World of Warcraft. The gaming time is definitely down this week, but did get to play WoW. Played WoW with the daughter, and the son, and the wife. So it was a good weekend for that. Love is in the Air. Just recently started up. Excuse me again. Oh dear. And I tanked it. No problem. DPS'd it for my shaman, just because I wanted to. But next time for queue times, I'll probably just go heals. I want a chance at the rocket. I have the title, so the only thing I'm really going for is the rocket and maybe the toxic wasteling to give my family another non-combat pet. Well, non-combat combat pet. It's always rough referring to them in the old style now that they really do fight each other. But that's the Raptr report for this week. Or is it? Raptr sent out an email to all the users saying, hey, here's a summary of your last year's gaming. Pretty awesome. I'm above average. I am an above average gamer, which I find absolutely crazy given how little I feel I actually game. Total hours tracked. Excuse me again. Total games played, total achievements earned. All good information for the last year. Total games played, 110. Over the Raptr average of 12. Jeez, am I an outlier. Total achievements, 626. Probably mostly World of Warcraft. Raptr, average, 69 achievements in a year. Seems a little low to me, but I'll happily be an outlier. Most played, wow. Most achievements earned, wow. Sims 3 comes in last on the most played. Terraria, I'm not sure I should count it because I know some of that playtime is probably the sun's fault. Just is. But most achievements? Oh yeah, World of Warcraft. And then The PS3 and PC versions of Dungeon Defenders. Still an amazing game. Rarest achievement. So, who doesn't have this? No Time to Heal, which is the win 5 consecutive PvP pet battles without letting a pet die. I am thankful I got that as early this expansion as I did, because now more people are doing PvP pet battles. There's nothing else for them to do, potentially. Most played gaming month? July. Most played date? December 23rd. Most played day of the week? Sundays. Huh. Yeah, that all makes sense, that's for sure. So it was cool to see my whole gaming history for the year laid out like that, summarized. All expansions, by the way, for World of Warcraft are on sale. I'm segueing nicely out of the Raptr report. And there is a version of Trivial Pursuit for World of Warcraft in the works. Yikes. Definitely hope that there is a mix between the books and what happens in the games as far as what the questions are and the categories. Alright. Speaking of WoW, if you did not get your Horde and Alliance shirts back when they were offering that for your Xbox avatars, Raptr is offering the codes for you. So hit the show notes, go forth, check them out, assuming you haven't already gotten them. Already mentioned the PlayStation All-Stars characters being free, which is fantastic. And the PlayStation 4 controller prototype has been revealed. A touchscreen, built-in move. I can take or leave that. As long as the basic feel in my hands is going to be the same, I don't care, honestly. Nintendo also came forward, feel like we're definitely on the road to E3 now, and said, hey, New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, we're going to make downloadable content starring Luigi, and that's all we really know at this point. Then we have the Wii U Street available on the eShop. So this is Google Street Maps view, but you use the tablet and you can just explore your world. Can't really take it with you given the well, I just don't get it, honestly. You're in your home. It's not like the Wii U pad is super mobile outside of your home. But, alright. We, in other Nintendo bits, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D has been announced for the 3DS. We have Mario Golf for the 3DS announced. Is there anything else of consequence? Those are the two that I really jumped up at me. Absolutely love the Mario Golf game, for instance, for Toadstool Tour for the GameCube. Yet another reason for me to leave my GameCube or the old Wii down here and therefore never transfer for backwards compatibility. Just don't see it. The Donkey Kong Country Returns is that Wii title being remade 3D. Awesome. I can finally have a chance to play it. So, we'll transition painfully away from video games and take a swing at the fact that there's going to be a Google Plus Hangout with astronauts in space. We have brought the internet to space. Fantastic. It's just incredible. Makes me wonder what... Definitely makes me wonder what the future holds in that regard. Will we be able to have an interplanetary network when those settlers show up on Mars with just a rather large lag? The Pope retires. Supposedly health, but although conspiracy theorists out there are saying, hey, it might be because he lost his faith. Well, for whatever the reason, he has chosen to retire. And wish him luck and whatever comes next. I'm not sure what else to say about that, which is probably why I zoned out. That and fighting off sleep. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, everybody. Red Flare and I celebrated by watching... well, I watched the whole thing. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? A classic from the childhood. And she fell asleep about halfway through. Yeah. But the Pope retired. Time to go pick a new one. Last but not least, I wanted to end on a slightly amusing note. There was a bogus emergency alert off in a central Montana CBS station, simply stating zombies were on the rise. Epic hack. Epic spoof. So, my hat off to whoever it was that managed to pull that stunt off. Quite impressive. Very impressive. And thus ends another show. Before I zone out even more and you catch me drooling on my keyboard. Don't let the zombies get ya. I'm Flame Flash, over on Twitter, podcast at flameflash.net. And there you have it. Happy Valentine's Day, all.